My point is, we shouldn't panic. And it doesn't really matter what's attacking us, what's got its hands around your throat. You take them off, you rip them up, you throw them away. Don't fucking panic. It's like toilet paper. Toilet paper, by the way, and shit are the two things that your toilet was made to take. It was not made to take all the things that you're wiping everything with and putting down there. It's okay to use a little bleach, but the amount of bleach we're putting in is, guess what it's doing? It's making our sewage treatment plants get over bleached and having to shut down. And not drop out raw sewage, just everything dies and the plant shuts down and it's a big fucking mess. And then they turn on the bypass valve and now raw sewage does go out because they got to clean up the fucking sewage treatment plant, you fucking idiots. But never mind. People are panicking, but the people in charge aren't. That's the important thing. People showing up to work, people are good for you. Me, I'm just sitting home watching you all going, ooh, like this is good, that's appropriate, that's going too far. But we're going too far. So, but here's the thing. We're never going to know we went too far. When we get through this, and we will, we're going to look back and say we went too far. And we won't be able to prove it because you can't. You don't know what saved us. We don't know how much or this or that affected it. We can't tell. We're going to look back and tell ourselves a story. We'll make one up because we won't be able to know for sure what worked and what didn't work because it could have gotten worse if we hadn't done any of the things we did. And if it exploded and got worse because we didn't do that one thing, the fact that we didn't do that one thing means we can never know what would happen in the alternate universe if we had done that one thing or not done that one thing, which we're never going to know. We're going to have to just go back to normal. There will be a new normal, but it won't be all that new. A little bit. It'll be like the First World War, the Second World War, the Civil War, the plague, the 1917, that was the First World War. They combine them together. It's going to have that kind of an effect. We can't predict it. Futurology, that's what we should all study, really. That's why we study history, so we can guess at the future. Anyway, what's going to happen? I don't know. Am I worried about it? I just want to be around to see it, to tell you the truth. I do. I want to see what happens. I want to see what becomes of this. I mean, if anybody's got the coronavirus and they're coming on me, I'm not the kind of person to give it to that will live. I will probably croak. But, again, let's list it. I don't have the coronavirus. I don't know anybody else. I don't know anybody else. I don't know anybody's travel in a foreign country. I don't travel, I don't drive. I mean, I'm old, I'm on a pension. Now, in 6 months, my pension is going to be impacted. And that's going to tell you how we can solve this problem, because until it affects me, I can have the attitude of I don't give a shit, which I don't, by the way, have. I'm deeply concerned about what's happening to everybody. I don't want to see this stressing people out. I don't want to see people losing their fucking minds. I don't want to see people being embarrassed by this in 5 years. I mean, this is going to ruin careers. Mind you, it might make a few, but that's, this is a challenging time. And by the way, did I say thank you to all the people that are working really hard? Here's my solution. Here's what we do. If you make $150,000 a year, I don't care what you do, you make $150,000 a year, no more raises, no overtime, no bonus pays, you've got to give that all up. And guess what? We're going to ask you to work your ass off forever for the next 6 months. Like, your guys are you're 24 hours on the clock, but you're not getting paid a dime. You made $150,000 a year, whatever you make, it's frozen. You do not make a dime more. I don't care what your contract says, not a dime more. Now, if you make under $150,000 a year, here's what's going to happen. Imagine you make money. Imagine you're the lowest of the low in terms of your financial rectitude. There will be food for you. We will commit to that. There will be shelter for you. We commit to that. We're heading into summer, so we won't have any clothes ready for you until winter. But there will be shoes and boots and hats and gloves. We commit to that. And the people that are working their asses off right now, we're going to thank them. Do we give them danger pay? No. No, because we needed you. And am I going to give you danger pay for taking care of your own child? Really? I don't fucking think so. So I'm not giving anybody it. You can always go home, which, by the way, you're allowed to do. You're allowed to go home. You have a job, you can go home. You don't lose your job. Do you get paid? No, we're going to have some alternate means of paying you because we're not going to commit. We're not going to make the young and the old and everybody together put in their money to. That's that guy's truck, that big noisy truck. We're not going to make people commit to funding you for the rest of your fucking life. No, we're not going to do that. We're not going to give bonuses to rich people. We're not going to let people profit. We'll let people profit, but not profiteer. You started a new thing. You get to make a little more profit than we'll eventually have. I don't care if you're the Apple model. You make 30% profit. If it's a solution, and I'm willing to pay 30% profit to get the solution, spread your legs, baby. I'm all in. It's just the way it's going to have to be. And we're going to have to look at things. We're going to have to say, does this work? Does this not work? And we're going to have to do the right thing. And as time goes on, I'm just being incoherent because I've been... Shit, I was not smoking to keep this clean enough to go on YouTube. But anyway, yeah, we're going to have to, in the future, we're going to have to deal with, and I think a lot of people will be embarrassed about how they overreact. I think that's going to be, socially, I think that's going to be the biggest, that's just going to be embarrassing for people. What I hope happens is that we take care of the people who got fucked. Like, you know, there's people that we economically don't need, like musicians. We do not need musicians economically. But the economics are killing musicians more than anybody else. So what should we do? Well, everybody should feed a musician. Everybody should bring a musician out to their street, make them play on the street in front of people's houses and give them fucking money. I think that's what we should do with musicians. Fuck them. You know, they're musicians. They went out there on their own. That's what we should do. I think we should take care of each other. And that's one way we should do it. Now, the government should pay good musicians to make videos and put them on YouTube. I think sports should just show the old games again. If you have I don't have a TV, so I have no idea what those fuckers are doing. But I think that's what they should do. And I think the the athletes have, I think they've stepped up to the plate. I think well, the active sport was the NBA when this hit. That was the big sport. It was, then hockey. I don't know if they followed suit the way the NBA did, but you know, I'm impressed the way the rich, some of the rich have been cunts like U.S. senators, but most of the rich have been accommodating. Many of the rich have been, and I think our policies, our governments here. I live in Hamilton, Ontario. I'm not saying anything about the city. I don't see what they've done, but they're creatures of the government. I think people are saying nice things about Rob Ford, and he's been good. People are saying nice things about Trudeau, and he's done well. I'm actually impressed by what these people have been told to do by the people that work for them that are competent. I think we're doing a good job here in Ken, Ontario, and I hope it continues. Except, Hamilton, that Richardson brought, who's the thing of health, and she's on the Sunshine list, and she makes way too little money. But no race for her. No race. Sorry, you're just going to become a hero. We'll give you a fucking medal when this is all over. But we'll make sure other people live. That's your function, and you'll do it well.